Hi, I'm John Mark Young, President and Chief Investment Officer of Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers, and welcome to our first installment of the Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers Question of the Week. Those of you that have worked with us for any length of time know that we subscribe and follow the process taught by Dave Ramsey and his team at Ramsey Solutions. I can't tell you the amount of times we've been told by our clients, you answered that question the exact way I would have thought Dave would have, or Ken Coleman, or George Camel. Now, we're not robots. We've not been brainwashed or programmed in the back of our head by our friends at Ramsey Solutions, but we do get the point that they're trying to make, which is, from an investment perspective, we can do basic math. Hence, a lot of the investment things that a lot of financial planners want to try to sell you, insurance-based or otherwise, don't make sense for clients. And two, finance is all about great habits, not about a ton of math skills. Therefore, you pay off your debt, you start saving 15% of your income, and then you live and give like no one else, my friends. So here is our chance to take some pressure off of Dave and his wonderful team there and answer one question each week from one of our beloved clients. Now, if you have a question that you'd like to ask and you'd like to see answered on one of these videos, please send it to jmyoung@whitakerwealth.com. Again, that's jmyoung@whitakerwealth.com, and we'll put that email in the notes. And your question may be the next one that we answer. Now keep in mind, because of privacy reasons, we must change the name of each client, and any information we give today is general and educational in nature, so please contact your local advisor for more specific advice, and you can find a link to talk to your advisor in the notes. So our question today comes from Susan from our Austin, Texas market, and shout out to our awesome advisor in Austin, Mr. Jake Buckwalter. Susan asks, John Mark, I'm 65 and I'm a few months away from retirement. 65, I'm a few months away from retirement. Should I get my portfolio out of the stock market? My concern is my age, and if I don't have time to recover from a market drop like 2008. In 2008, I did stay invested. This is Susan talking, but I didn't have time to wait anymore. Well, Susan, that is an awesome question, a great question, and thank you so much to our producers of this video for not picking a question where I had to go all Dave Ramsey on someone and tell you, what were you thinking? You financed a truck? That's more than your house payment? Nope, that's not Susan's problem. So, okay, Susan, here is some basic data for you to think about in regards to your question. The average lifespan in the U.S. as a woman is 79 years old. Worldwide, it's 73. However, thanks to great medical technology and a great medical system in the U.S., it's 79 for a woman. That means if you're 65, like you just told me, you have 14 years before Father Time is going to come knocking, at least based on probabilities. Perhaps your family history proves you should plan a little bit longer or possibly shorter, but generally we'd say at least shoot for the averages. The average bear market, and this is based on an article I just wrote that you can find on our website, it's called Bear Markets Normal Not Fun, states that you have 338 days to go through the downturn of a bear market and then 603 days on average to break even. So do the math with me here on that. It's 2.6 years on average to go from peak to trough to peak. So on average, you've got enough time, Susan, right? You've got more than 2.6 years. Secondly, think about 2008. Now that was more extreme, I'll give you that. But in 2008, you had 517 days to go from peak to the bottom. And then to break even, to come back, it took 1,480 days. So let's do the math again. 1,997 days, which is 5.6 years. So even in 2008, Susan, you've got enough time. You're really not asking, do I have enough time? Because I've just proven that you still do. What we've proven is you need some sort of plan during that average 2.6 years from peak to trough to peak, or 5.6 years of an extreme case like 2008. Now this is where you want to think about doing two things. Be debt-free completely before you retire. That puts less stress on your financial situation. I mean debt-free of everything. Your house, your car. If you finance little Foo-Foo, your little dog, you got to pay Foo-Foo off before you get to retirement. And secondly, you better have a portfolio that's built in some plans around market crashes, meaning you need to consider adding non-correlated assets to the stock market, things that yang when the stock market yanks. These can come in many forms, and this is where I would urge you to talk to a financial advisor to discuss your specific needs. So Susan, thank you for being intentional. That's a question you should be asking, and it's the right question to make sure that you're going to be entering retirement with the ability to live and give like no one else. But let me reaffirm to you, based on your life expectancy, you do still have time to sit through the recovery. You just got to have a plan through it. If you'd like to sit down and either in person or virtually at one of our offices in Ohio, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Pennsylvania, or Texas, please click on the link below in the notes of this video and schedule a meeting with one of our advisors who would be more than happy to help you begin your baby steps journey or your retire inspired journey. Thank you so much for watching our video. We'll be back next week with the question of the week. And if you'd like your question to be answered, just email it to jmyoung@whitakerwealth.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.